Good morning. Today I will speak on Vipassana and science. Vipassana was rediscovered by Gautama the Buddha 2600 years ago in the pursuit of truth. He saw the body sensation, mind sensation are very impermanent in nature. In his language, aniccabat sankhara uppadbeyo dhammino upajjati nirujjanti te sang bupo samasuko. And it does literally mean that all sensations are impermanent in nature. It raises and it ceases. And about the whole universe, he says, Sabba loko prakompito, Sabba loko prajjalito. Means the whole universe is vibrating, is burning. Now, let us see what modern science says about it. Modern science in recent time have discovered molecules, the building block of material, then the building block of elementary material, atoms, then subatomic particle, and so on. And it is seen that these subatomic particles are very impermanent in nature, very impermanent in nature. They continuously, very fast changes, produces different subatomic particle whose life are very minimal. Science today in practicality is working at nanoscale practically. Nano is 10 to the power minus 9 meter, and we are producing different materials which are being used. Rightly, this mobile has 5 nanometer transistors. So we have gone to that level, produce something very miniature level. What is nano? If we consider our olden days, very childhood marble, with diameter of a marble with that of earth, then it is comparable. If I consider the earth diameter as 1 meter, then marble diameter will be 1 nanometer. Theoretically, science has gone further. It is gone to pico, 10 to the power minus 12, where all the subatomic particles are measured with picoscale. And it has gone further. It has divided the space, minimum space, into Planck space. Planck space is about 10 to the power minus 35 meter, which is really very difficult to imagine. So, what Buddha has discovered of the state of materials, which constantly changing in apparent level, it does not show that. We see everything every day around us the same, but in very small scale they are not the same. They are just changing. They are changing. This is what Buddha discovered within himself. And with that wisdom, he came out, because everything is impermanent in this material world. So there is no point in keeping the anger against someone, or keeping the greed against something, or keeping an ego even, which produces this too, is a foolish thing. It only will give you pain, unhappiness, dissatisfaction in the long run. So he came out of all these three and their derivatives of hatred, envy, and all this. And he became an enlightened man. However, with this discovery of Planck space, nanoscale, picoscale, a scientist become very knowledgeable, highly knowledgeable, but he does not become enlightened, wise. That's because he sees it with his intellect. He uses his intellect with some measuring instruments. But if you do it within yourself, if you try to know through sensations, then sensations are basically the electromagnetic conveying of signals in final level, then chemical reactions happening all the time in different cells. All these phenomena produces some sort of sensations. Any thought also will produce some sort of sensations. So sensations, through sensations, we can measure, we can see the minutest things, minutest events within our framework of the body. The thoughts which triggers many physical activities, most of the physical activities of a human being, can be seen while we observe ourselves with a technique like Vipassana. Vipassana is a technique, can say process, in which initially you should not, because we are going to clean our mind through Vipassana, so we should not give input, bad input to it. So 5 precepts are taken not to give bad input inside, which are basically wrong inputs. So we close the wrong inputs. Then we concentrate our mind on the incoming breath, outgoing breath, natural one, pure one, without adding, even counting, pranayama, mantra, imagination, without all this. only natural, normal breathe, pure breathe. Incoming, outgoing. If we go on observing this, our mind remains with universal truth of breathe, because breathe is universal truth for all human beings, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, whether they are white, whether they are brown, whether they are black, whether they are yellow skin, all have the same breathe, incoming breathe and outgoing breathe. So you are with universal truth. The moment you are with the truth, your mind will try to resist it. It will try to go to past and future thoughts. But if you go on pulling it to the breathe at the nostril, watching it, then continual effort will gradually put the mind to this task, and mind will be controlled. You will become a bit master of the mind, and you will be with the truth. The amount of time you will be with the truth, that amount of time of mind will be cleaned. And with this clean and truthful mind, if you observe the sensation within from the head to toe, you will see the sensations are continuously changing, and changing. There can be several types of sensations, several types of sensations, that all have the same property of changing in nature, impermanence in nature. It raises and ceases, raises and ceases. And this is what science has also discovered. And with this internal observation of self, we become wise. Science also observes this outside, they become intelligent. With this, wishing everybody very peaceful, happy, healthy, and blissful life, I sign off. Thank you very much.